What's up YouTube? It's your boy Boss Night King coming at you here with another cooking video. Last time I did the dessert for the rice pudding. Now I'm going to do like a quick run through on how I make my pastas. Now traditionally I used to make my pastas with just ground beef, a little bit of spices, pasta noodles, mix it together with tomato sauce, and that was it. But then I got a job cooking and I found different ways to flavor that pasta, make it a bit tangy, make it a bit more spicy, and make it better for the consumer or yourself to enjoy. So first things first, you get your meat, you defrost your meat, however you'd like to defrost your meat. I definitely recommend you defrost your meat by just letting it stay overnight, and then when you're ready to go, you use it. So once that's done, get your ground beef. And you're going to start with your ground beef on a frying pan. Sorry, that is my son. That seems to be so happy right now. Just gonna let the blood drip out of here. Alright, go over here. Take your slab of meat, plop it down, and we start this. And because we're not fully done our prep, we're gonna start it at a relatively low setting. Somewhat high, but relatively low. Back over here. I've already cut up the broccoli. The broccoli is ready to go. So all I did was take two broccolis, cut them up into somewhat big sizes because you don't want them too small, because the pasta you want to make better when it's bigger. And I'm about to cut up some cauliflower here. I'm gonna try and find the good pieces of this broccoli, because as you can see, like stuff like that is all brown, that's just generally not good. So we only want the good stuff, as people will be eating it. You do not want people eating disgusting food. Alright. Cut that up. Now a proper way to use a knife, just so you guys know, is like this. This is a small knife, so it's not really a good indication, but you let your fingers here guide the knife. That way, because if you do it this way, your hand can get cut. That's why when you tuck it in, when you're slicing, you'll never get cut. So we're just gonna cut some big pieces off. As I said, you don't want it too small, but not too big. So something like that. And the meat's already starting because I can hear it. You guys might be able to hear it too. I'm just going to mix that in with the broccoli. Quick sheds here. I'm not going to use too many cauliflower because it'll just ruin the taste in the end.
We have a watcher.
Yeah, fans. In-home fans, that's what I call them. Alright, so we got our broccoli, we got our cauliflower. Now what's next to do is get over to that meat that is starting to sizzle. And take care of that real quick. Because it's still somewhat frozen, you want to try to peel away at it, so I'm going to get my knife real quick. Or a knife, doesn't have to be my knife. And just start peeling away. This is only what happens when you're in a kind of a rush to eat dinner. If you thaw it out completely, you won't have this issue. Seems like someone's getting a bit hungry. Quickly go let that sit and go over here. Finish our next prep. Now generally I wouldn't do this, I would clean, but I don't have much time. So I'm gonna just do a quick clean. Now we have green onions. A lot of people don't like onions, including myself, but I find when you mix these together, with pastas and other foods, you can't really taste the onions if you do it correctly. So I'm just going to use about that many.
It's about half.
Yeah, just about half, yeah. But now we're going to get a bit more interesting. Cut these a bit smaller. Now we're going to get that small pot.
Son's getting a little antsy.
Definitely getting it out. Where'd you put that in? You know what? I need that small pot.
Stir.
Where?
I can't pause it.
No, not in here. We have that.
Say hi, Sophia. Say hi. There's a little grumpy girl.
Not in there. Put that in cold water quickly, and then that's all I need to do for this until I'm ready to go. And then we're done with that. We're just going to let that sit in water until we're ready to go. Alright, now back to the meat here.
No pasta.
Now we put our pastas on. We're going to be using farfalle.
I call them bows.
Some people call them bows. I call farfalle.
I call bows. Favorite type of pasta. Let that boil.
But here's a trick. Water doesn't boil over if you add salt, guys.
Chase, back up, please. Hot.
Alright guys, maybe I can set this phone up here so that it won't fall. I don't know how good the quality is going to be here. I apologize for the crying. Did you just... Never supposed to do that. Huh? So here we go, just doing the meat right now. I'm paying most of my attention toward the meat. The meat and the pasta is probably going to take the longest portion. I'll be right back, YouTube. I'm just going to put the cauliflower and the broccoli into the pan, put it on here to get it to a small, kind of getting it warm. It's called blanching. I'm still here, guys. I'm just getting up the cauliflower and the broccoli. And we're back. Just gonna let that slowly warm up. Maybe on medium. Turn on our fan here, it's going to get loud. Just a good old fashioned right? Doing that just to find all the meat that is kind of still red, just so I can cook that and make that my priority at this point. But the meat's almost done, believe it or not. I'm just really waiting on that pasta, as the pasta does take the longest. I can see our water's getting around boiling point now. Whoop! It's a daisies. Can't help it. Shit went everywhere. Wow, that pasta went flying when I opened it. I'm going to put the meat down to about a 2. It's also good to note that you can do this with any pasta. It doesn't have to be bow tie, farfalle, be any pasta you'd like. Alright, now we're kind of in the cool zone. We kind of just do what needs to be done. Hot. Well, you know what? I could use a big pot. Alright. So for sauce, we're going to be using old ragu with mushroom. That is the old ragu with mushroom.